Hey guys, this is Celine Moon Goddess Tarot here, again with another tarot reading. Hope everyone is doing good. I am wanting to catch up on some readings here. I wanted to do a reading on your person's true thoughts and feelings. Anything can come out, issues in the relationship or history of the relationship. The cards, whatever comes out, comes out. But the goal of the reading is definitely to get their secret thoughts about you, about the connection, about their feelings for you, um, where they plan to go. It'll all be in there. I've realized that my readings kind of are very inclusive as far as like a lot of times the messages are very straightforward, and other times I end up with very complex stories about what's going on in the relationship. So we'll see what comes out. I've got two oracle decks here that will get some messages from your person too. All right. So just so you know, a little disclaimer, this is, for entertainment purposes. Please don't make huge life decisions based on these readings. And then also, I'm not sure if it's still going on, but there were a lot of scammers a few months ago copying profile pics and making YouTube channels and then what is it called? WhatsApp, and then also Cash Apps to, just solicit readings and then, steal your money. So please don't, I never will solicit readings. And then also I don't use Cash App or anything like that. So just anybody coming in there acting like they're Celine Moon Goddess Tarot, it's not me. Please don't get your money stolen. Um, so there's that. Okay, so we have three piles here. If you're new to my channel, the way pick a card or to tarot readings on YouTube, the way this kind of works is you pick, look at these, pause the video, look at these decks, and then kind of choose the deck that you're the most drawn to. Sometimes, depending on your, how you're feeling at the moment, and how focused you are, you might not pick the right one the first time. Sometimes I've done it myself where I've read, listened to other people's readings and listened to all the piles just because they're interesting, or sometimes it's a mixed message. You have one message in pile one and another one in pile three, or vice versa. So the first pile we have is this is the Mystical Moments Tarot and White Quartz. Okay. And this is Ethereal Visions Tarot deck, but it's the Luna edition. And then this is a amethyst. Pretty, huh? And then this is Red Jasper. It's not very polished, but it's Red Jasper. And then this deck is, I want to say, the Dreamkeeper's Tarot. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video. Take a few moments and decide which one you're going to pick. And then in the description box, I'm going to put a little timestamp. You'll know what they are because they are highlighted blue, and it starts your reading at that specific time. Okay, so enjoy your reading. See you there. All right, pile one, this is your reading. Let's see. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming on out and checking my channel out. I've had this channel for a few years. It's just kind of, I've it's something that I love to do, and my personal life has not let me do readings as much as I'd like. So I appreciate you coming by and listening. So let's see what's going on with your person, pile one. What are the thoughts and feelings about the connection with pile one and their person? Okay, starting off with the Death card. So one or both of you might be Scorpios. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna put this here. Okay, so King of Pentacles and the Hangman. Death. Hmm. So it already looks like something is stopped. in this connection. So there might be, this might be a connection or situationship or relationship that is either you guys have broken up or communication has ceased for some reason. More about Paula's person's thoughts and feelings. Tell me more about Paula's person's thoughts and feelings. Great divine. Let's see what's going on here. These cards are so beautiful. I'll show each one as they go. Um, so as I was saying before, we started off with the death card. And this death card, usually it's depicted by a horseman that's coming through and he's got this pirate kind of flag with the bolt, skull and crossbones. And, um, it's death really is, it seems like a scary word, but it's really about transformation. I mean, you see here this butterfly here and flowers and her rib cage, to me, speaks of vulnerability, and the flowers coming through that, that kind of transformation of death and then rebirth, right? It almost reminds me of, not to be morbid or anything, but when there is death and there is, let's just say biological remains, right? I don't want to be too weird, right? And as the process of decomposing happens, plants are birthed through that, bugs that are food for the birds that are, and on and on and on, right? So, death seems like, starting off with the death card, I feel like something took place that stopped this person in their tracks and made them go into inward and go into hiding, so to speak. Um, let's pull a card to see what happened there. Let's clarify the death card so we can get, because we're kind of starting with the death card is kind of like starting with an ending. So let's see what can we clarify the death card, please, for pile one's person's thoughts and feelings. Ooh, Eight of Swords. Okay. So feeling worried. The Eight of Swords in this deck, I love the way they depict it. They have a person there and they're in a cage. It's dark, the stars are out, but they don't fly away. They stay in their cage, even though the cage is open and they're able to go. So it's kind of like being held captive by your thoughts, ruminating over things that cause you anxiety. So this feels like a connection that maybe started and then stopped, or is a connection that it started off as a friendship and then the idea of romance and something more coming from it really caused this person to pull back. Okay. Another confirming card is also the hangman. The hangman is usually a person this is a pretty girl, and she's got little birds and stuff there watching her as she's hanging from this vine. And usually it is somebody that's um, um, taking the opportunity to hang, so to speak, of their own accord. They're not being hung by their necks, right? They're being hung by their feet. They're wanting to seek out intuition. They're wanting to seek out answers. They're going within to figure out what enlightenment in this situation they can find in order to figure out either a next step or clear out some old ideas about the situation so that they can move forward. So it's not, I personally don't look at the hangman card as a negative card. I feel like it's a card that speaks to somebody's emotional maturity, that they're pulling back for a reason. And I say maturity, and it's interesting that we have the King of Pentacles. And this deck is kind of cool because they have both female and male kings. And so the King of Pentacles with the female, now Pentacles, if you're not familiar with tarot, Pentacles represent, earthly 3D kind of necessities. So, Well, our life, our cars, our houses, our livelihood is really what it means. Our earthly relationships that we have with people, and they tend to be grounded, right? So things that last a long time, or that are meant to last a long time, to last throughout someone's lifetime. Um, and so, versus swords, for example, which talk about intelligence and intuition, and enlightenment and epiphanies. And that is a sign of air, and this is a sign of earth, the pentacles. So, this is kind of like a softer, more balanced king. So, the king here is with and tarot, I do feminine and masculine energies. I don't do gender or anything like that. But I do appreciate that they have a more feminine version of kings, because kings, what this saying is that this holds a lot of power, but it's not as, also holds emotion, and it's not as um, harsh or stoic as, straightforward kings. And so I think that this person, it shows that this person has a lot of, like we say in Spanish, cariño. They have a lot of affection for you. And so this stopping doesn't have to necessarily mean that you're the one pushing them away. I feel like with the Death card and the Hangman, that it has provoked something in them in which they are needing to figure out. A lot of times, I've realized even in my own life and relationships that, since working on myself, I've realized that I've, really become a more authentic person. And in becoming an authentic person, sometimes the honesty and the realness is um, jolting to other people. And if the person is really emotionally immature, or just has not even made any kind of effort to figure out who they are, or go deeper spiritually, it can be, it could push people back. It could push people away if they're not ready to discover those parts of themselves. So that could have been this kind of what I see here. Like there's love there, there's love, there's affection, there's warmth. But there's also, this kind of something has caused stress here, for this person, to make them come back and look for enlightenment. And as we progress here, we have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is really about, usually it's depicted with somebody looking out over a balcony or a cliff, onto the ships coming into the harbor. And with the Three of Wands, wands represent passion, fire. Um, and it is about you've taken the time out with the Hangman and figured things out, and now you're coming in with, I've got a plan. I know where I'm going. She has her hand on her hip here. I don't know if you can see. And so she's looking like she knows what she's doing. She has a plan. She knows, none of this gray weather here seems like it's affecting her position. She's ready to go. She's made her decision. And following that, I think what's coming here is that they're going to come back with an offer of something. And we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is a young energy, a new energy. So if this was our first card, I would say that this would be a love that was brand new, that's just starting, or both of you are very young in age. But since this is next to the Three of Wands, it seems like it's a change of energy from the other cards. So I feel like this is an offering. And this girl with a little flower dress, and she's got her little water can there, and her dragonfly, which dragonflies definitely mean good luck. A sign that the universe is with you, that you're not alone, that this is divinely guided. This isn't something that, this is a connection for some reason or another that is supposed to happen. And I know that a lot of times in love readings it can get a little bit carried away in saying that, oh, this is your person, this is the person you're supposed to be with for your whole life, and blah blah blah. I really feel like connections are more, they're more complex than that, and they don't necessarily need to last your whole lifetime. That sometimes they're there to just be a catalyst for great change, or a catalyst for self-love, or a catalyst to help you get a different perspective on how you're going to go about your romantic life. Or again, this could even be a situationship or a platonic relationship where You're coming forward as being very forthright and honest, and this person, because of maybe they've been hurt before, they've been done wrong before, they're not. It kind of took them aback, and they didn't know whether they could trust you or not. It seems like that has changed, and they're coming forward with this Page of Pentacles, and then we have the Strength card here. And the Strength card, it is typically with a woman that has tamed a lion, that doesn't have any fear of being bit, feels very comfortable in the company of such a powerful, strong creature. She almost, and she has like her arm around, you can see her little fingers there, almost like she's soothing the tiger. And I think that what I feel from this card is remorse, and I feel like maybe the person came on strong and they're feeling remorse for pulling away. They're feeling remorse for not communicating what they should have communicated. And another thing that I think is interesting about this card, and I love the art in this deck, but she has like a tail here, and then she has her hair is like in those little Princess Leia buns, and you can't see it, but really, really close up, it looks like she has like a little black nose and whiskers. So it's almost like the fierceness of this lion has been transferred to this girl, and she looks very demure, almost like you think that he's the what is so scary, but it could be that she's the one that is transformed and has become the tiger in I'm sorry, the lion. Had that courage of the lion has infused into her. And, I say the word transformation, which is interesting because we did, like I said, start off with death. Let me see if there's one more card to clarify the strength card. Let's see. Clarify the strength card. Give me the rest of this story here with pile one in their person and their thoughts and feelings. Whoa, those flew out. Okay, get that other card. Okay, so we got judgment. Okay, so yes. So Um, we, to clarify strength, we have two energies here. We have judgment, okay? And judgment usually is depicted by an angel, sounding the trumpet, and then there's people, or souls of people, with their hands up, and it can mean a lot of different things. It could mean the exact word, which is judgment, but I always get a more deeper kind of meaning from this card. I feel like it's a card of apology, a fear of being judged, making a mistake and not wanting to be judged, uh, asking for forgiveness, asking for grace. Um, so, this card reminded me of remorse, and I feel like this is the actual apology. This is the feeling behind this card. And I think to clarify, also, we have the Knight of Cups. I love this card. It's so beautiful. It has this anatomical heart, and she's on a lotus flower. And she's just gently holding this heart like a guitar almost. And even though it's the Knight of Cups, it's not the King of Cups. So King of Cups would be a complete, 180, right? It'd be like we went from the King of Pentacles to the Knight of Cups. The Knight of the King of Cups, sorry. But we have the Knight of Cups. So it is still young energy. But the Knight of Cups, what's nice about the Knight of Cups, which is different than the King of Cups, is that the Knight of Cups is not afraid. The Knight of Cups comes in with romance and chivalry, like with a new epiphany, oh, we met and I didn't know really how to handle this. You're not anything that I've ever experienced before in my life. And I didn't know whether I should trust you or not. I didn't know what direction I should go. Should I walk away? Should I ignore you? And then I just realized I had all of these realizations, signs that came to me that I didn't realize. Um, I feel like those are the words that this card is communicating to me. Like I here's my heart. Like there is no protection for that heart. There's no covering for that heart. It is out there raw, ready to go. And that is that beautiful young love, I'll say. The love that has all the chemicals going, the love that's like you are thinking about the person all day, you're looking at your phone, wishing that they would message you, that kind of beautiful love. Okay? So that's good. This is a positive thing, Pile One. I hope it's a positive thing for you. I don't know, if you have turned kind of your back a little bit on this person because of the ghosting. But this person seems to be very sincere and doesn't have any. I mean, there are a bunch of other cards in tarot that could tell me that this person is not trustworthy or this person is not focused on you or the connection. But it seems like they really have been ruminating about it and really have made plans to come back and apologize to you, and start over again with that new love. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some private little thoughts that your person is having. I have two secret thought decks here. Let's start with these. What is pile one's person's hidden thoughts? Pile one's person's hidden thoughts, please. Hidden thoughts. Pile one. Pile one's person's hidden thoughts, please. And let's get some of these. Drop something. Okay. Yeah, drop something here. Hold on. I'm sorry, your reading totally cut off, so I'm just gonna have to put these together. But anyway, pile one, thank you so much for everything. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. I think your person is just needed some time. Um, perhaps they'll reach out to you soon. Maybe you can check into another reading about whether you should contact them or not. Or, just I would either meditate or pray about it because sometimes these kind of events where someone just stops communicating because they're not at a space in order to be able to communicate their feelings, it can trigger you, especially if you've been abandoned before. And it is the worst feeling in the world to get cut off and not know like where a person stands. So think about it. If you feel like your conscience is clear about it, you're not anxious about it, it's something that is genuine, um, out of curiosity about how the person is feeling and doing, maybe that would be an option. But it's also okay to stop and just let this person be ready and let them reach out first, too. Okay. So that is your reading, pile one. Thank you so much for coming by. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit the like button or subscribe or both, so that way I can grow my channel a little bit. I've had it for so many years. I think it's about time I try to put some effort in growing my channel. So I really appreciate any kind of like or follow that you give me. Okay. So you take care, and until next time, thank you. Pile two. Hi, pile two. Thank you for joining me. I'll put your little amethyst right here. So let's see. What is your person thinking of when it comes to you, pile two? Geez, my guess I could improve my shuffle a little bit today. Sheesh. There we go. Sorry if that was loud for you. I don't know. I have it on to like muffle out the background, so maybe you didn't hear it, but okay. Pile two. Let's see what your person is thinking and feeling today. Person. I saw that card in the beginning. I saw it, and then here it is in the reading. Tell me more. How's pile two the person feeling? We'll start there. Hmm. Oh. Ooh, sorry. I don't mean to scare you. I'm just getting the story already. Okay. All right. Let's see here. What is going on? Pile two, what did you do to your person? What happened? ¿Qué pasó? What did you do? Okay, so we're starting off with the Five of Cups. And as you can see here, Five of Cups really is a bummer card. You know, it's a card of sadness. It's a card of feeling just like giving up. Like you're unable to see any kind of positive in this situation, even though there is positive. I mean, there's two cups right there that are not fallen, but you have three that are fallen there. And so, really, this person is so absorbed with their sorrow that they're not able to see the other two cups that are there, not able to see the castle in the background, just focused on the three cups that are in front of them. So, it is a sad card to get for someone's thoughts and feelings. So, I don't know if this is somebody, I feel like this is a person that you have a long history with. I don't feel like this is a new connection. And I don't know. Because the tarot readings like this are just for the collective, right? So it can mean many different scenarios. But we let's just go through the cards. So then we have the Magician here, and the Magician is all about the idea of manifesting, manipulating your reality to get what your desired outcome would be, focusing on your spirituality, pulling back to focus on learning the tools that you have in order to manifest. Using and the tools in this case with the Magician, usually it'll have, this person only has like some sage they're burning, but usually they'll have all of the elements of tarot. They'll have a wand, they'll have a sword, they'll have a cup and a pentacle, and they're there kind of pointing up, and then I think another hand is pointing down. So as above, so as below. So basically, almost kind of transcending between the 3D, just working every day, making money to pay the bills, blah, 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 and then being able to transition that into um, positive manifestations to move forward, to dream big, to be creative, um, to go beyond what uh, your expected outcome would be if you just kept on the same path. Um, and then you also have the Queen of Pentacles right next to this. Okay, and the Queen of Pentacles is she is a very fertile queen. She's a queen that is able to really make something out of nothing. She is resourceful, she is intelligent, she is balanced, she is in touch and grounded with earth and nature, which is what represents the pentacles. She's able to, like when you see the grapes here, grapes on a vine to me always signify wealth and, well, she is rich. Wealth, but also abundance that is sustained abundance, abundance that has lasted a long time. Like when you think of the idea of making wine, that takes a long time. And then she's got that purple robe, which reminds me of royalty. And then you have the Four of Wands here. And the Four of Wands is usually means a celebration, a coming together of two families, of a business uh, endeavor with a new partner. But basically, it is a reunion or a union that is harmonious in every way. Some people in tarot will say that this is like the 1111 card, that it could mean, soulmates. Some people say twin flames, but that's a sticky little situation, that twin flame category, because twin flames are not necessarily romantic. I can't say that. They're not necessarily, they don't feel good. Okay. Twin flames are usually connections that cause, they're catalysts for each other because they are mirroring each other. And so whatever unhealed traumas are there, you guys, like a pair that are twin flames, can, be catalysts for each other, and can, so much so that it can repel them away. But the hard part about that is that you still have an intense feeling and connection with the person. That's the painful part. But I don't get that here. I get that there is, well, we'll talk more about it. Okay, and so then you have the King of Swords here. You have two kings. King of Swords, very stoic king. He doesn't fuck around. He tells the truth. He is a great ruler. He is somebody that could be you know, a judge, somebody who's able to just decipher, work out problems very easily. But he's stoic, right? He's not the kind of, he's not like a King of Cups that has like, the ability to like show and express emotion. You have the King of Wands here. Now, the King of Wands he's the king that is charismatic and sharp and handsome and kind of a player. He might have his queen, but he also has the thing on the side, right? So, but in that respect, even though those are like some negative traits about him, what's great about him is that he is charismatic. He's able to be a good leader because people want to follow him. And so, but he has like when you see this little lizard there, he has the tendency to be a little sneaky pants or a little arrogant, a little bit of the ego there. Okay. Then you have Judgment, which really signifies wanting forgiveness, needing forgiveness, wanting transformation, seeking out change in order to be a better soul here on earth. Um, Prayer, asking for that kind of forgiveness. Okay. Then we have Temperance, which really kind of is, self-explanatory almost. Temperance is about patience. It's also about balance. It's also about being able to have the sustenance to, or I should say, the endurance to balance yourself in both, un, you know, unsteady earth, and also, water at the same time, and not falter, and be stable in that. And then you have the Two of Cups here, which is kind of, it's a card about bonding, a bond between two people. It's a card about a partnership, equal give and take of emotions, reciprocal energy. All right. So I feel like the storyline here is that, we have a queen, but we have two kings. So pile one, I feel like you're the Queen of Pentacles here. Um, the steady one, the one that is, perhaps you're seeming unbothered about this, but I feel like your person has this impression that you are either considering other people in this kind of in your life, or you are no longer wanting to pursue a connection with them. Maybe you've made a change in your life in order to become a more balanced person, and your other person is not such a balanced person. It could be that they're the ones that need more growth, more understanding. When I feel, what I feel about the Five of Cups is an energy that is a little emotionally immature, right? He's so focused on what's in front of him that he's not thinking at all about the cups behind them. Like, just because there's a change, or something different is asked of in the connection, doesn't mean it's the end of the connection. One polyamory comes to mind here when I think about the two kings and the one queen. Maybe this was an early relationship and you've decided that you want to have a more of an open relationship and you want to date other people, but you still want this person, but they've taken it completely personal, and they're absolutely not open to that. But you are, you want you want a harmonious love life. You want a love life that is peaceful, harmonious, that does not cause stress. This does not create any kind of anxiety or boredom, or you want to be your most authentic self. um the King of Swords here, it could be a parent, these could be family members, but I really feel like maybe what you're desiring, it's turning into a reading about you, pal, too. Sorry. Maybe what you're desiring in a partner is somebody to be more stoic and more passionate and not be so easily swayed like a weed, right? Like the reeds in the wind, like the Five of Cups. Um, let's clarify. Let me make sure that let's clarify the Five of Cups here. Clarify the Five of Cups, please, Sarah. Repentance first. Whoa. Okay. Well, damn. Well, we'll just take it. Fuck it. All right. So to clarify the Five of Cups, it is heartbreak. This is the Three of Swords. This is the card of a broken heart, stabbed in the back. We got the Hermit, also the same energy of the Five of Cups. Oh my goodness. Your person, what the fuck? What did you do to them? You broke up with them. All right, you didn't say that you just wanted to be open. You broke up with them, and they think that you're out here fucking around with other people. Excuse me, I do cuss. Because we have the Fool, and I take the Fool as like them thinking that they're the fool. Then we have the Ten of Swords, for crying out loud. Like, the Ten of Swords is, if you want a card that describes defeat, this is it. This card describes defeat. Like, falling on the ground, there is no hope. There is no hope in this situation. I have been defeated. And then we have the Two of Wands, which is this kind of like, it precedes the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, you're making plan. You've already made plans, and you have the plans. You just got to go. This is where you are contemplating what the next step is. So you definitely have broken off the connection, and this could be vice versa. This could be they broke off the connection with you, and you're trying to figure out what the fuck was that about, right? Um, Now, this Queen of Pentacles, like, that is an energy that is a solid energy. Like, if it was the Queen of Wands, I would say maybe it is them wanting to be free, and that's why they broke up with you. Um, but this is the Queen of Pentacles. She's pretty solid. There's other people in this connection. So if it's you that broke up with them, these people might represent the idea um, that you left this person for other people, which to me, again, speaks to a little bit of immaturity. Now, Judgment, you might be feeling some remorse for what you did. You might be feeling bad and thinking that you just need some time away, or it's vice versa, right? Like, they broke up with you, and the reason, and what they're thinking is that, they feel bad about what they've done. And, with the Temperance card, they want to give you time. But I think ultimately the last card here is the Two of Cups. So I think either you or whoever did the breaking up does eventually want to come back and have some reciprocal energy. And maybe that's really the imbalance here, because look at how heavy this is. Like, look at how many cards are here to describe how horrible this breakup was. So I'm wondering if the energy just wasn't equal. Like, maybe if you broke up with this person, maybe they were too strong in the beginning. Maybe they just came on too strong, or vice versa. Maybe you have an anxious attachment style, and they were just kind of dipping their toes in the water, and then you just latched onto their leg. you know, That sounds horrible and desperate, but I personally have an anxious attachment situation that I've really worked so hard on to really grow from. And I have grown like miles from it, but I know exactly what that feels like. So, but ultimately you know, reciprocal even energy is what's wanted here. And also with temperance, again, that's also balance. So let's get some more hidden thoughts of your person here, pile two. Hidden thoughts, please, for pile two. Hidden thoughts. Okay, three from there. Hidden thoughts from pile two's person, please. Whoa, got more than just three there. Okay, so let's see. We've got, well, look at that. I left when I saw you with someone. Hmm. Well, that definitely does speak to breaking up, whether the person saw you with someone or they assumed you were with these two people, maybe. Maybe that's why the King of Swords is here and also the King of Wands. I will wait for a sign from you. All right. Well, that speaks to maybe perhaps you, pile two, that you broke up with this person. And remember when I said that, with the Temperance card, that you're giving it some time. I regret lying to you. Mm. Hmm. It seems like there's definitely some stuff that happened in the background with this. So when the breakup took place, whenever that was, it could be that they acted like it wasn't bothering them. I mean, you might be surprised that there are all these feelings here. If this person stopped talking to you, it might seem like maybe you're watching this reading because you're like, is it for real that they didn't care at all? Like maybe they're acting as though they never even had an emotion for you. Let's see what the next one is here. I can feel you. All right. I said what I said. I said what I said about twin flames and shit, but here we go with the four wands here. I can feel you. Can we just talk it over? Okay, does this say break up or does it say break up? All right. Telling you the cards don't fucking lie. Someone wants to thinking of that song. What's that? I'm aging myself, but what's that song that says make up to break up? First you love me, then you leave me. Anyway, I won't sing it to really hurt your ears, but you get what my drift. Um, I need to see you. Mm-mm. Mm. Someone wants to say something, and I still think about you. So, going back to the Two of Cups energy here, remember when I said about the more calm and equal energy? Can we talk sounds a lot more mature than the Five of Cups. I still think about you. That sounds very mature, more mature, right? Um, this I left when I saw you with someone makes me feel like that was in their hurt energy. And I think they've kind of come out of that a little bit. And maybe it is time to communicate. Maybe it is time to work it out. All right. All right, pile two. That was interesting. So I really wish you the best. I hope that, you know, if this is a significant connection that means a lot to you, that you are able to work it out because, this life is short and, having people that mean a lot to you in your life is important, and I hope that whatever the case may be, if it's something that, can be worked out, I hope that it can be, but definitely keep your self-respect, respect that other person. Don't overextend to the point where it either pushes you or that other person away, and just take it one step at a time. Because you never know where the other person is coming from, what other hurt they've had in the past. So, got to give that grace, okay? So, I wish you the best. Thank you for hanging out, and I hope that if you did enjoy this reading, if you can hit the like button and the subscribe button so that you can get notified anytime I do put videos out, I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my channel. I've had this channel for a while, and I just think it's about time I try to uh, get a more reasonable following. I do it because I care about tarot and I care about the collective, not because I want to make money, but it'd be nice to be able to reach more people. And I think in order to do that, I do have to have more subscribers and get into that algorithm. So thank you so much, pile two. Until next time. All right, pile three. Here we go. Pile three. So pile one and pile two. Let me just tell you, not that I'm trying to gossip about the other piles, but they were deep. They were like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's what everybody's going through these days. Sometimes I wonder if like because of COVID, a lot of people develop these situationships, and I'm wondering if either maybe they're not turning out this. Maybe people are breaking up, or they're not wanting those connections anymore. But it seems like people are all over the place. They're transforming. Like they're either rejecting what they have already or rejecting what is being brought before them. So this kind of weeding out situation. So let's see. Hopefully that's not the case for you, but we'll see. Here you are at this reading, right? So obviously you're not talking to somebody. So let's figure it out here. All right, pile three. What is pile three's person thinking of? Pile three's person. What are their secret thoughts about pile three? Secret thoughts about pile three. Three's person secret thoughts about pile three. All right, the lot. All right, let's see. All right, we are starting with the Ace of Wands. Ooh, the King of Cups. That's a nice card to have. Strength. All right. I don't take reversals, by the way. Four of Swords. Okay. Let's put this one. Let's do this one. Of Cups. I am getting stagnant energy. I'm so sorry. All right, so we have we have the Ace of Wands here. Okay. Now the Ace of Wands is an offering of passion. And you have this lady here at a cauldron, and she's got all these, little bottles back there to make spells. It's kind of like falling in enchantment with someone, I suppose, or having uh, having a what's it called? An infatuation, a crush. All right. And then we have this King of Cups, full of love. This guy's got this, let's see, this cup holding him close to his heart. Yes, he is a moonhead. Um, the Queen of Cups looks similar to him. She's somewhere, but yeah. So this person, your person, is definitely feeling like they're sprung on you for sure. Now the Strength card usually is depicted with a lion and a girl, and they kind of the girl tames the lion and is supposed to represent overcoming and being strong and uh, getting through challenges, right? And so here, though, she's got a snake around her, and she's sitting in the egg that the snake came out of. So it's a young snake, I suppose. But I really think that this card, she doesn't have any weapons on her. She doesn't seem like she's worried in her facial expression. and she's been there for a while. I see like it looks like there's cobwebs or roots or something like that. So it's almost like they are connected. Like the snake and the girl have come together, and there is that same energy of the strength card, even though it's depicted with the snake. I don't associate the snake with anything sneaky or slimy or backhanded or um, whatever snakes kind of can represent to different people. Then you have the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is a card that talks about taking a time out to reflect, taking a time out to catch up on rest, taking time out to rethink circumstances. We do have a raven that's right here, so a lot of thinking that's going on that representing with the raven, intuition with the moon. Um, just lying and trying to figure out kind of what is going on here. And we've got the moon three times here. We have the moon here with his face, the moon here, crescent moon, and another crescent moon here. You could be a Cancer, could be dealing with a Cancer. Um, Swords, let's see, Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. So your person is thinking about coming forward in a very surprising way. So the Knight of Swords comes in like, a wrecking ball, right? He's like, I am going to get my beloved. I'm running on my horse and I am going to capture her and take her away and love her forever and ever. All right. That's that kind of energy. So they're considering or gathering up the energy to do this. They have this inspiration and charm and crush on you and hold you close to their heart. And seems like they have courage or they're gathering up their courage when it's sitting next to the Four of Swords to come forward. Now, the Eight of Cups here is interesting. So the Eight of Cups here, usually it's a man that has, just kind of like she is, a man kind of walking away from Eight of Cups. And it's almost like a shadow of her. So it looks like it's a spirit of her walking away, but really what the bottom line is when you have the Eight of Cups, you're walking away from things that no longer serve you. You're turning away from old cups, old emotions, old ideas, old perspectives on love, because cups are about love and about emotions and feelings. And with the Four of Pentacles, it's about really keeping everything close to you that is of value, maintaining balance with grounded energy and also sword energy here. You have pentacle energy, and then you have the books, which and creativity, which with the mask there, it makes me think of the swords. So trying to find a balance, but keeping your coins close to you, right? So not not putting your heart out on the sleeve, not showing all your cards. Okay. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles over here that is like, this young energy of wanting to show, mm, not show, more like, if out of all the knights, this is the most stable knight. So for me, it signifies being trustworthy. So this feels like somebody who's holding back their feelings for you, and they're trying to act like they're calm and cool and collected. They're trying to act like they walked away from you, and they're trying to act like you don't mean that much to me, and they've taken their sweet time. Like the Nine of Pentacles is somebody like you're going on vacation and you need somebody to house sit, and you're like, I need you to mow the lawn, I need you to feed all the dogs and cats and all this shit. And they're the ones that are diligent, steady Eddie, doing things every day to make sure it's perfect, taking complete ownership of it, but losing sight of other things in their life, right? Like completely just it reminds me of that energy of somebody that thinks so much about maybe something that they want to do or something they want to say that they never say or do it at all because they've overthought it, right? Like and the Four of Pentacles typically isn't depicted with scales, and this one is. So there's that back and forth. So let's get a couple more cards here. What is pile three's person feeling and thinking here about pile three? All right, the person's holding back for sure. Oh, we got three here. Ooh, four. Okay, let me just say, I don't know what the fuck, but all three piles has had the temperance come out. And I swear if judgment's here, there's some then you all of you need to watch all three readings. That's all I gotta say. Chariot, okay. Aw, okay. Ten of Cups in the world. Okay. I think that your person is begging and wanting, please, please, pretty please with sugar on top, please be patient with me. Please be patient with me. Patience is needed for those 500,000 pieces puzzles, right? They're just hoping that you're just patient, please, while they put their shit together, while they get their shit together, while they gather that courage that they need. Another card of courage, like we have the strength card, right? And then we also have the chariot. And the chariot really is about courage, but courage after being so there's courage before a fight, right? Like I don't know if any of you have ever been in a fist fight before, or maybe you're in the military or whatever, but or even if you've watched any kind of war movie, it's like before the fight, that kind of bravery is shaking in your boots bravery, right? You have never been in a fight. You don't know, you can't anticipate what this fight's going to be. You're a brand new soldier, for example. Now the chariot, that's this kind of energy, I think, the strength card. You don't know exactly what weapon you need to have. You don't know how the enemy is going to come at you, but you need to be strong, right? Here, it's like you've been through the battle. You already know what it's like to fight. You already know what to expect, and you're just ready to go. Those are two different types of bravery. And so I feel like because of perhaps this ruminating that they're doing here with the Eight of Cups, walking away from things that no longer serve them, and then just all of this kind of balancing and stuff and figuring themselves out, I think they have a different kind of courage because now they've kind of explored those parts of themselves that were causing a lot of the anxiety in the first place about coming forward and telling you how they really feel. And they have a lot of love for you. They definitely have an infatuation with you. And the King of Cups is a card of just love. It is a card of love. And then you have the World, which was the next card. And the World is about, it's cool art here, but usually it is a naked woman. Uh, you can't see any parts, so YouTube better not say anything. But anyway, I'll hold it a little bit further. She doesn't have any anatomical parts here, but it does represent transformation. And let's see, I know that there's certain animals that show up in this card in other decks, and I want to say that one is a one is a lion, a bull, and a goat, perhaps. I might be wrong about that. Anyway, it's supposed to represent um, like four main aspects similar to, the pentacles, which is earth, fire, uh, fire with the wands, swords with intellect and knowledge, and then pentacles with grounded energy, earth energy. So this is the transformation, right? So this is the intention. The intention is to transform, come forward, encourage, transformed and different, and wanting the Ten of Cups with you. And again, no anatomical parts, YouTube. But so the Ten of Cups is all about like wish fulfillment. You see the rainbow there. This woman looks like she does not have one care in the world. She's in the clouds and everything couldn't be better. And it is just satisfaction to the highest degree in your life in all aspects, and it's mostly emotional satisfaction. And it's funny how circumstances can sometimes be the same, but when you change perspective, right, there's a change in perspective happening here with your person. Like suddenly you transform, and the circumstances might not be different, but your perception is absolutely different. So this reading definitely is a little bit more straightforward. It seems like your person definitely wants to come forward to you. They have a lot of things they want to say, and want this Ten of Cups with you. That they're working on gaining some courage here. All right, so let's see what secret thoughts here does pile three's person have for pile three? Secret. Well, okay, we'll take that. Secret hidden thoughts for pile three's person. Whoa. I told you he had a lot of he he or she had a lot of thoughts, but we're gonna keep those. We got another deck we're gonna use, so don't be dismayed. Let me just this is file three's person's secret hidden love box. Oh my God, y'all! I told you they had a lot of thoughts. Like, we can't take all the whole deck. Okay, we'll do that. That's the most that I've gotten from in all the decks. This is the most thoughts that I've gotten. See. Okay. You pre why I have to say something. Why is it that they're like these people that are so they tend to be masculine in nature, are just so afraid of being their emotional selves. Like, if they've got real feelings, let them hang out. Like, show the feelings. What's the worst that's going to happen? You know? I mean, if it's not ever a loss, it's a lesson. I guess I'm frustrated for you, pile three. All right. It says you came closer than anyone. Mm-hmm. Think they did let you in. You see how he's holding that cup straight to his heart, like you got in there, his or her heart, or they heart. I look for you everywhere. Oh, so sweet. I know I messed up everything. So I'm wondering if they did put the brakes on this, like with the Four of Swords. Like, maybe they stopped communication or changed the vibe of the communication, right? Acted as though they were disinterested, apathetic to the connection. Oh, we're just friends. When really they're harboring all of this love and infatuation. I hide behind material things. Well, I think the key word there is hide for sure. Could be hiding behind their job. It could be hiding behind their life. Oh, I'm too busy. Sorry. Can't hang out. Sorry, I can't text you. Don't get me started. Okay. I knew it all along. Oh, I know. I bet you did, boo boo. I bet you did know it all along. But you keeping it to yourself. Lord have mercy. I somehow trust you. Hmm. You know, you came closer to anyone, and I somehow trust you could have been the catalyst that made them rethink, wait a minute, this connection is not like any other connection I've had. That could have been the catalyst for the reclusive behavior of this Four of Swords. I want to be strong like you. Oh, see, then you feel bad, right? You're like, I'm sorry, I'm being such a bitch. Okay, I'm sorry. I have trouble to express myself. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Look at that. Am I not saying what I'm saying here? Am I not saying what I'm saying? Can try to act like I'm a New York accent. I was born in Detroit, not New York, but sometimes I try to get, a little silly here. Since it feels like when I'm doing these readings that I'm talking to myself, just so you know. It's kind of weird. It took me a little bit to get over it. You can tell if you go back and look at my old readings, you can tell that Celine's a little nervous. All right, you deserve the best, and that could have been some of that ruminating energy, right? Like, oh, that loathing, that like, oh, they don't deserve me. They deserve someone better. I'm not good enough because I didn't express myself, or I'm taking too long doing all of this inner work. Then lastly, you have, will I see you again? Your little pumpkin, poor guy or girl or whatever, is going through a lot. But the bottom line is that ultimately your person does want the 10 of cups with you. And maybe they just need a little, like I said in pile one, a little cariño, a little love, a little gentle, meerkat popping over the little hill that says, I'm still here, you want to talk? I'm here. Like, I didn't run away, but we need to, a discussion should happen, right? Like, I didn't leave, but I think that we need to talk because we need to figure out what is this, number one, and how we're going to go about this, because what's happening right now ain't working. And that's the other thing I have to say too, is just like these connections where people drop off the map and they're not honest. It just is a waste of time. And, sometimes exposing yourself to that very person that was the catalyst gives you the answers. You'll be able to figure things out as you go, um, with discussion and, being respectful of each other's time, respectful of each other, being open and honest. But that takes a lot of bravery, like we said. And, you definitely did have the chariot and the strength card. So, give it time. If you're still communicating with this person, definitely, maybe extend an olive branch. This person doesn't, I didn't get a vibe that this person is trying to be negative or trying to be, not negative, but trying to be like ghosting you because they're seeing other people, or ghosting you because they're not that interested. This person definitely is interested. I mean, between the 10 of cups and the king of cups, I would say this person is definitely interested. But maybe extending that olive branch is something that worthwhile. But again, like I said to pile two, if um, an anxious attachment is something you struggle with, definitely count the cost before you go about reaching out, because this is just, tarot. I should have said in the other piles too, but tarot is a snapshot of what your person's feeling. Tomorrow they can be feeling like they don't want to approach, and then the next day they're in love with you again. So it just is like, you got to be patient and understand that, um, people grow at their own pace of being able to recognize that change needs to happen. And there's a level of honesty that needs to happen in order for that to begin. And people are not only not honest with other people, but they're also not honest with themselves. And that's not your problem to fix. That's not anybody's problem to fix. That's their problem, not yours. So keep that in mind. And I really wish you the best, pile three. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel, and I would really appreciate some love there. I've had this channel for a few years, and I want to reach as many people as I can, and get into the algorithm on YouTube. So I wish you the best. Thank you so much. Till next time.